Hi, I'm Paul Holcroft from Holcroft Acres. Wanted to give you just an update of where our orchard is last year and some of our goals for this coming year. We bought our property last year, and one of the first things that I wanted to do was get some trees planted. Actually, the 1862 Homestead Act required that families would plant 50 apple trees, and so I thought to myself, as a modern day homesteader, that would be a good target goal to start with. So we planted 38 trees last year. That included 24 apple trees, 4 peach trees, we got 4 persimmon trees, 3 pear, 2 cherry, and a plum tree. Now, of those 24 apple trees, I had 8 that I'm calling mystery apple trees. It was the end of the season, and there were a bunch of trees that didn't have tags at the family farm and home. I offered them $5 a tree to take them all. They gave them to me. So I've got 16 trees, apple trees, that I know what they are. I've got 13 different varieties on the orchard now, but I wanted to expand that. And so one of my goals for 2022 is to expand the size of the orchard and the number of varieties. And so I started looking around last fall. I put in an order with Trees of Antiquity. I can't wait to get those trees, to get them in the ground. That was sort of what started my love for heirloom apple trees, and a love that's turned into, honestly, a slight obsession. I've got 21 apple trees coming, 19 different varieties, as well as a few other varieties of trees. And so I'm excited. It's currently January. There's a couple of feet of snow on the ground. I cannot wait for spring in order to start digging in the dirt, getting some things planted over the property. Now, with the exception of those mystery apple trees, most of the trees that you buy in any of the big box stores, or even the ones that I'm ordering online, they're in the $30 to $40 range. So by the time you get to 50 apple trees, you've got a little bit of an investment. I wanted to expand that, and I wanted to do it in a way that is a little bit more economic. Also wanted to do something to just connect with this family apple tree that my wife's family has had for my father-in-law has been making applesauce for the last 40 years. It's a yellow transparent. It was a fairly popular variety here in Michigan. And so what I have done, I have actually taken at Christmas time, I took some cuttings. I'm going to try grafting these to some new rootstock that I ordered. I can get rootstock for just a couple of bucks. These sticks were free to me. These are just cuttings from the tree that's in my father-in-law's backyard. And that right here, grafted onto a new rootstock for just a couple of dollars, can become a new apple tree. By grafting it, we are taking and making sure that this is the exact same variety that has grown in that yard even before the time that my wife's parents bought the property and built the house. And so this tree has been there for a long time. It's produced tons of apples, lots of applesauce. It's everyone's favorite, and so we are going to graft that so we can have it at our homestead. I'm going to give some of this to my brother-in-law as well. There's also a tree here, where I'm living now, that I think is a wild tree. To the best of my knowledge, I cannot track down what variety it is. I'm just calling it the Bliss apple right now. I've taken some cuttings of it as well. Just beautiful, large apples, heavily loaded, really old tree, but perfect condition without any type of treatment. And so I am excited to turn this into one of those apples as well and see how this goes. So I am going to be doing a lot of grafting this spring, see how that goes. So for just a couple of dollars, creating new apple trees from the ones that you have, or I've actually ordered a lot of scion wood as well to be able to produce some a large variety of apple trees of other known varieties. So I'm excited for 2022 and what we're going to be doing. Now, grafting our own trees, it will take a little bit longer. Most of the trees you buy at the store, they're going to be a 2 or 3 year old tree. So it is going to take longer for these to come into production. But for me, that cost savings up front is well worth the investment in time. So excited to share with you what's going on and share this journey that's ahead with you guys as well.